back to the Speak On It RM podcast. My name is Rebecca. I'm your co-host.
And I'm your other co-host, Melody.
And today we have something a little different for you guys. We're going to be doing a review and giving our opinions about a very popular movie that just came out that we went to go see earlier this week, Sinners. Melody, what would you rate the movie out of 10?
Out of 10, I think I'd rate it, let me see. It was really, really good. It was really, really good.
It was really good. Like, I didn't expect it to be that good.
Like, if I'm being realistic, because, okay, I'll probably do it's close to a 9. Like a 8.75.
I would give it
something
a 9.
like that. Yeah, it's like close to a 9.
Yeah, I thought it was
good.
I feel like it's very different. Like, there's not much like it out there, which is why I feel like it's
different.
It sticks out because I think it was like advertised as a horror movie, kind of.
Yeah.
And it kind of, in a way, it kind of is because there definitely like are jump scares, if that makes sense. But there's there's like a lot of deep things to it that we were talking about in the car. We were like, bro, we gotta talk about this.
And also, just spoiler.
Ahead of time, this is a big spoiler. So if you have not seen the movie, don't listen to this episode yet. Go watch it.
Yeah.
And we're Christian girls, by the way, and we watch the movie. So if you're a Christian, you can go watch the movie. But yeah, don't listen to this, or else you're gonna get a lot of spoilers. But if you have watched it,
wait, I want to talk. Let's talk about that first. What she just said, because I've been seeing a lot of people like reviewing it. A lot of Christian people reviewing it, and like I understand, like if God told you don't go see the movie, don't go see the movie.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Don't be disobedient.
But it's like, okay, so I will say there was a couple parts. Well, there was one specific scene in it that I was just like,
Yeah, no, there was definitely some parts where I was like, my spirit don't like
I was
this.
like, ooh. I was like, yeah. But I think it was because it's real. Like,
Absolutely.
it's like that is real. Like, we're talking about this scene where Sammy, Preacher Boy, he gets to play that song for the Take Me, that song, whatever, at the little club, and he's like playing, and then they start talking about all the spirits and the ancestors and the different cultures, and everybody was dancing, and then like the future and all that.
And there was certain parts, like certain things that popped up, and I was like, instantly, in my stomach kind of dropped, and that's how I kind of knew. I was like, ooh, this
was like, but that's like so, but like it's because like that. Okay, so we'll talk about that first. So like that scene, I feel like was showing like how music, because he was pretty much, I feel like it was imagery that he was using his gift for like the world almost, or he was using his gifts for like worldly things or in a worldly way, and like how that music influences different cultures, different whatever, like all through generations to generations. So it's like that scene was like really deep, because I was just like, so pretty much like, I don't know, his influence of like his gift carries on through generations. So it's like whatever you use that for is gonna carry on through whatever, even though it was like back to like his like ancestors. There looked like there was like African tribes, looked like there was Native American, there was Asian like dancing, then you had like all these different tribes and stuff, and I know like some of the tribes like did rituals and stuff like that with their, so I think it was just because it's all like so real, like it was just like, ooh, this is kind of, because some people do use their music in a way that is almost ritualistic, or like or
inviting stuff in that you don't want invited in. Maybe you think it's not, or you thought, oh no, that's friendly, whatever. Girl.
But that goes to like the whole point of the movie, like the whole like how you had to like invite because that's
TikTok has been on one, I'm telling you, and my TikTok feed has been like, all of a sudden when your friends come over and they ask to come in and they've never asked before.
No, bro. And it's
because then my friends start asking, can I come in? Why are you asking?
You like, you ain't never asked before.
This one, she just walk into my house.
No, for real, that was cool. But that literally goes back to like that whole point, because it's like showing that like that also piece, like you invite things in when you open up certain doors and everything. And that even goes for music, movies, whatever, books, whatever it is, like
ear gates, whatever it is. Like, even your mouth, what you're eating and everything, like, so it's like what you're speaking.
You invite things in, and I feel like that's like what it was showing. Like, I feel like it has so much imagery of just like how sin is, which is like the thing, which I'm like, the movie, it was like people saw it, it's like, ooh, it's named Sinners, I'm not going to see that sinful movie. It's like, girl, you sin,
girl, we are sinners,
hello, sinners are going to see Sinners.
So you don't like the movie because it's about you? Oh, okay, all right, heard.
It was literally like showing like, so, and I saw this thing trying to say that like the different like spirits or what, or like not different spirits, but it was like different sins.
Oh, the 7 deadly sins.
Yeah, or it was like
pride.
Yeah, pride, anger, lust, gluttony, greed. There was one, I think it was like called sloth.
I think sloth, yes.
Yeah, and then I can't remember the other, but it was like showing that each one of them.
Pride?
Oh, envy.
Oh, envy.
I saw envy.
Oh, yeah. I was like, did we say pride? No, I can't remember.
Yeah, we did say pride.
Okay.
But I saw like something that showed all of the characters doing that, and like you can see the representation, and you could see like how each character almost is like showing you like what path that can take you on, in a sense.
Low key.
And I was just like, this movie has a lot. I feel like when I left, like, my mind was just like,
there was a lot to unpack. Like, definitely a lot to unpack. Like, I was thinking about it. Even, like, before I was going to sleep, I was like, dang. I was like, I kind of missed that. And then, like, then you sent me the 7 deadly sins. I was like, dang. Those characters really did have, like... Yeah. Like, one was correlated to the other in a matter. Yeah. That makes sense.
And then, like, too, like, to the music thing, like... blues music in itself, because I remember when in school we had to like study a lot of blues music, and like blues music in itself was like something to reflect like almost like so much pain. Like, yeah, there was like happy parts of blues too, where like it was just an outlet for like black people to, but like a lot of the time it was like something painful that like they needed to talk about. Like it would be like, oh, my wife is cheating with this, or I'm cheating, or it would be like my brother died and went to, I want to leave home. It was like blues music was like a lot of hints like blues. It was almost like sad, but they used it as an outlet to where people can dance and have like whatever. But it's like the fact that they use blues music to portray where the like sin and where like the gathering was like coming, that was like, I was like, that's almost symbolic, because the music was like you're talking and singing about sometimes even the sinful stuff that people are doing sinful things too in the space. So the fact that it was even like blues music, I was like, wow, like that is really deep. And then like I remember the one scene where Preacher Boy was with what's his name, the older black man, what's his name,
you're talking about
the older man,
Slim.
Is that his name?
Delta? No.
Is that his name?
Hold on.
The old man.
Let me think.
There's so much characters in this movie. Let me see.
No, not Cornbread. Yeah, Delta Slim.
Yeah, Slim. I guess the dude that played the harmonica that they showed up
Slim.
in. Him.
Slim.
When they was driving in the car with was it Stack?
It was Stack.
Or the red.
Stack.
The red one. When they was driving in the truck with him, and like he started talking about, he saw like these guys like working on the side of the road, like, and they were like in prison, I guess, and picking cotton and stuff. And he said something like, keep your head up, like we gonna whatever. And he like tells Sammy like the story and how like he, I guess, didn't get caught, and how he knows all of them and what happened, and how like these police officers killed their friend or whatever. And then Sammy's like, I guess Sammy's just like looking at him, and like it gets to a point where it's like almost like he was in so much pain that like he couldn't do anything else, and he just starts like singing, like after talking about like I guess like almost like what he would have like wanted to do or what he couldn't do. So it was like you just saw like the pain or like the hurt in it. And then like that's when Stax was like, you got that guitar, don't you, like just play. But then it was like a real eerie like thing in the background of that scene, because it's like he's like hurting. Yeah. Like it was like that's literally so much like pain. So,
and I feel like it also speaks to like when you are hurting, like what music you choose to like listen to in that moment too. Like Sammy was kind of adding to that pain in the way, almost, because he added the guitar, he started, singing along or whatever. It's like, when you're sad, do you listen to sad music to make it worse? Like, what do you do when you're mad? Do you listen to to music that pumps you up to be angry? Or all of this, like, you have to be careful, because, you can really, like, music can really dictate, like, where you go mentally and emotionally in that moment, and which is why if I'm ever sad or something, I gotta put on worship music, girl, because for real. Because if I start indulging into like the sad stuff with, like, for example, Billie Eilish or someone like that, I love Billie Eilish's music. Yeah, she has good stuff, but there's certain stuff I cannot listen to.
Sad girl hours, and I'm not trying to be sad.
I cannot, because like genuinely, especially if you've struggled with like anxiety, depression, and stuff, because I have before. I cannot go there, and I have to be very, like, really, really careful. I don't even listen to that stuff that much anymore, because it definitely took me.
That's what music can, like, take you places and make you do things, and make, like, it can influence you, and I think that's kind of what, like, the music aspect of the movie was trying to show. Like, music is powerful, and like what you choose to do with music is something that needs to be seen, because it can literally take you into sin, which is kind of like what they were saying, depending on what music you were talking about. And I also know, like, there was a I've been seeing going around, like, people are saying, like, is some of the Christians saying, like, oh, it's anti-Christian, so I don't want to see it. They're saying, like, it's anti-Christian, but when I watched it, if I'm being honest, like, low-key, because, like, his dad, so Sammy's dad at the beginning, like, the pastor, he tried to tell him, like, because you see him at the beginning walk into the church, it's like the day before. You basically see, like, the ending of the movie at the beginning, and he's, like, walking into the church, and his dad is, like, it almost seems like you're like, what's going on? His dad is like, you need to, he's basically like, repent and turn from your ways, and like, you need, like, in front of everybody, like, drop the guitar, like, come on. And Sam is all bloody and everything. You like, what is going on?
I thought he was a vampire.
And then I know, I was like, ooh. But then we figured out that he wasn't, because he just walked in the door, because he would have asked it.
I was like, tell everyone that church about to get
but like his dad was like, you need to repent, you need to like whatever, but he would like welcome him back with open arms. And like when you watch the movie, it's like stuff like even when he was in the troubled time, and this reminded me, because almost people do this in real time, when you're in like the most like horrific moment or something happening that's so bad, that's when you want to go back to the Bible. And like, so like when he was literally about to die, when he was about to die, like old dude was about to kill him, he started quoting the Lord's Prayer. He started quoting the Lord's Prayer, and like
he pulled out Matthew 6,
and people could be like, oh, it's showing you that it didn't work or whatever, but like when he started quoting the Bible, the devil, what he was like, pretty much gave him more time for like the dude to come out and like kill for what's their name?
Remick. Oh wait,
stacking. What the other one?
Smoke.
Yeah, stacking. when Smoke came out to kill him, like that, he gave him like more time, pretty much, like so people could be like, oh, it didn't work, whatever. But like, nah, like he gave him more time.
I didn't even know people were saying that.
Yeah, people are saying it's anti-Christian.
I don't think it's like anti-Christian at all.
I really don't think so, because even like that part, and then at the end, like when his dad tried to tell him at the beginning, like, what to use his music for, or like be careful doing that, because his dad was trying to warn him, like, even if you go down this path, I think that you're gonna go into this lane, so I'd rather you just not do it. Like, come help me with my sermon, like come do. His dad was trying to get him to go down the right path, because he knew if you chose music, you're not going down the right path. And like that's just what it is for some people. Like you could be walking into something that God didn't even want you to use that way, especially if you're not gonna use it to glorify him. So it's like he was like, if you choose this, you're gonna go down this path. And that's even what when Smoke and Sammy had that conversation on top of when they had a conversation in the movie, and he was like, I don't want you to pick up that guitar no more. Like he was like, if you're not gonna go, he was like, make church music. He was like, go make church music, because he had a feeling like that's everybody knew, like everybody was trying to tell him, like
Smoke was like, you don't want this life.
Yeah, he was like, we're your cousins. Like you don't want this. Like stop. Like I don't want you to play.
The twins had gone to Chicago, and I guess they had a lot of experience over in Chicago, and Smoke kind of came back and was like, you don't want what comes with the life that you're asking for.
Right.
Which I thought that was cool. Of course, Samuel was like, no, I don't know. You don't know what I'm talking about. Like, of course, you don't, like...
Right.
He was kind of,
He literally was like, kill me if you don't want me. Yeah. He was like, kill me right now.
Brother, no, it's not Eddie.
Like, what? Like, what? No.
But, yeah, no, Smoke was a...
But no, Smoke was an OG. He kept it
cute.
real.
And he cute too. Sorry.
But no, there was but that's just very interesting because it's like everybody was trying to warn him, and like his dad, like at the end, like, and this is like the biggest like Christian thing, like his dad did not like condemn him. Like his dad like literally was like, come here, son.
True.
Like literally I think he was like, come here, son, come on.
Yeah.
And then he would like in front of everybody like, come.
Yeah, because there was a lady who was like, oh my god, like something, like she was about to,
yeah, she was about to freak out. He was like, no, like,
and he was
come,
like, stop,
come.
yeah.
He was like, come here. And then he was like, repent, like turn, and like that was just passionate. Like, but that's, I mean, that's
his son. Like, that's a father and a son.
That was
like,
literally like a resemblance of like how God is to us. Like pretty much.
The father wants his son to turn away, but he's giving his son free will. He gave his son free will.
Like, he knew he was grown.
Do what he wanted.
He was like,
to do.
all right.
He was like, you know what? That's
and then also influence too, because his dad know his cousins are not great. He know his cousins are not great. He was trying to tell him don't go hang around with him, and then he went.
Yeah.
And then almost got, whatever. But yeah, that it's a lot of deep stuff in there, and like
and that's just spiritually. There's a lot of like societal stuff in the movie too. That what's her face? Mary.
Oh.
Haley Steinfeld, and
she ate.
She really did, girl.
Look, like that was crazy, but she
bro. As soon as she went out there, Melly and I looked at each other and said, bro, she finna die. She's literally about to die.
No, bro, I was like, girl, why are you going out to picking, grabbing, clean? Like, girl, don't, go back in the house.
Bro, everyone on my TikTok For You page is thirsting over Remick, the
guy, wow.
Irish dancer guy. Okay, no.
You like, hear me out.
Everyone's saying hear me out. Okay, honestly, it's not a hear me out for me. Respectfully, no. I mean, Bo though, yeah.
Bro, these TikToks are funny because it's like, oh, let me in, and then they like close the door, and then when it's like Bo or like Stack or somebody,
Smoke or Remick,
I saw a girl like she took her welcome back. She was like. She was like, yup. I was like, that is crazy. I was like, y'all are wild.
Bro. And then I just think it's so... Everyone's like, oh my god, they stole the whole, like, inviting thing in from the Vampire Diaries. But, like, apparently that's been a thing for a very long time.
Yeah, I was like, that's, like, a standard, like, for vampires, I thought. Like, even, like, Dracula or, like, things like that. Like, you have to, like, invite it. Yeah. That's been something. Girl, please, they did not get that from Vampire Diaries.
I mean, the Vampire Diaries didn't have a bunch of vampires outside a barn and dancing and doing Irish jig and stuff.
Wait, I just thought of something that was interesting to me. Is her name Annie? The root worker, hoodoo, yeah.
She's beautiful, by the way.
Yeah, she is very beautiful.
Stunning.
The only thing that was kind of weird, I think we both said that was weird, like how they like made it seem like that she was like in like heaven or like something, because when you do your like research, and this is a controversy that I've been seeing go around, because people are like, oh, hoodoo is like good, and like hoodoo, like whatever, and like, oh, root workers. Even like I had a conversation with somebody and they were like, oh, my grandma was like a root worker, but she wasn't like she just knew like the different herbs and the stuff that would like heal your body and stuff like that without any like, I was like, how you know they wasn't doing no
I mean, like, using natural supplements is one thing.
I'm like, that's fine, but because they were telling me like that's how it started off. Like in slavery, it was just that like some of us like couldn't get like proper medicine and stuff like that. Right. So then you figured it out. Like you like, oh, this herb will help this. This will make you feel whatever. Like that's cool. But when you start praying and doing, like, she was throwing some stuff, like she's doing like rituals and like she gave him like a little like bag thing, and people are like, see, and they almost depicted like it worked, but I thought it was the silver coins around his neck, and that's why they couldn't bite him.
I think it was because at one point Stack was about to like get his neck, but then like there was, because he had the thing on his neck, it kind of like repelled it,
because people are trying to say like, oh, it was the the root bag, or I forgot what they called it, but the hoodoo, the spell bag that he had on, that's why they couldn't bite him. But I was like, he had silver chains, he had silver like coins and stuff around his neck, and then at the end too, he ripped off the hoodoo bag and had more silver coins in his hand and kept the silver coin. So I was like, he said, forget the hoodoo bag. Like, at the end, so I'm like, how are y'all saying that it was the hoodoo bag? I think it was the coins, because, like, you know, vampire and silver and,
girl, I don't know. I feel like it could have been all of it.
But I was like, but that was interesting to how they depicted, it was like they're depicting it to be good, but in my personal Christian business opinion, it's like, if you're doing any type
if we're going along the standards of the Bible.
Because what? That is witchcraft.
No, for real.
That is witchcraft. It don't matter if they make it to seem good or not. The enemy portrays itself as light.
This entire movie is basically the enemy's perversion of everything that was good. Like, that's actually something I was going to bring up. Like, someone had mentioned on a TikTok, I was deep into the rabbit hole on TikTok about different things, funny things, and, like, just evaluations. And basically someone said that Remick obviously was, like, kind of like the devil or whatever, and then there was, like, obviously, like, demons or whatever. But, like, they did a lot of stuff that perverted, like, what we do as Christians. So, like, even that end scene when he's in the lake or in the river with Sammy and he's, like, trying to drown him, they were like, that's, like, the enemy's perverted version of a baptism.
Wow.
And I was like,
that's crazy. But even through the whole movie, like, because you didn't peep, like, when Remick and, like, them little three, they're like, oh, it's love and fellowship.
Yeah, love and fellowship. It's like,
who love and fellowship? Yeah, y'all gonna be loving fellowship right to hell.
In hell to go cup immediately.
To go cup. Right on. Cause
yeah, he really he really perverted that.
No, yeah, he's like, oh, it's fellowship and I'm like, no,
you was sucking the life out of people in the bushes over there. No,
absolutely not, bro. What was funny,
bro? When he got asked, "Are you in the Klan?" He said, "Me?
I believe in equality."
He said, "I'm an ally."
Power to the people. Be like, Remick, please
shut up.
You know you are lying.
So why did you come to the bar?
Just saying lying, eating people, all of that.
So why did you come to the bar full of black people then? If you an ally.
Like, what are you doing?
Yeah, that's definitely racist.
And then he was like, it was funny too, because he saw the Haley Steinfeld Mary at the beginning, and he was like,
she get in here?
She ain't black. Be like, little do you know, she is passing.
Yeah.
She is white passing.
Yeah.
That is a black lady, a very light-skinned black lady.
It's like what her grandfather or something was like.
I
but also in real life she is too, apparently.
Which I was like, she has to be, because I was like,
when I first saw her, I thought she was Latina. I was like, girl,
really?
No way.
Her feature, like, I was like, they picked a great person to play a white pat, because like, y'all don't know, and if y'all don't know, this is some education for you. Like, sometimes that happened because like my one of my grandmothers actually, like, she would work in the house, right? And there was in like the slave master's house, and like they did a thing, they would switch babies out sometimes. Like, they would switch babies out sometimes.
What?
Because the masters would, trigger warning, they would grape the slaves in the house, so they would have babies.
I mean, that was still bad, but I thought you were gonna say the babies.
Look,
like,
they would have, the people's crazy. I mean, they would have the babies, so they would have mixed children in the house.
Yeah.
And because they would switch their babies out because they didn't want them to grow up pretty much white. So you would have like these light skinned like babies out in the field or out working as like slaves and stuff because they're switching babies and like stuff like that. Or they would even sometimes like switch sometimes they would do the opposite, like try to put their baby to live like a better life and put like a black or a lighter skinned black baby, and they would switch it with the white baby to live, like they would be switching babies out. So it's like that's why you had like white passing like black people and things like that to go like, and it was like a lot, but this movie was like just a whole it was like so much imagery of like what sin does. Even like when like the place, like the fact that the demons were attracted to this place Like, they looked at the place and literally saw sin. Literally saw people that they were trying to grab.
Yeah.
Like, at this specific place because of all the sin that was going on inside.
Yep.
Lust.
Adultery, fornicating.
Drunk. Yeah. Adultery. Cheating. Lust. Drinking. Selling, like, they trying to, like...
I think they were gambling, right?
Yeah, like, all of that. Like...
A bunch of stuff.
Like, they just saw it as, like, a pool for...
Literally hell.
This literally
hell.
but it's literally the world though. Like, y'all don't realize it. Like, demons are real, bro. Like, demons are prowling around looking for places where they can go. And if you are a place full of sin, they lurking for you.
They said, oh, that's free real estate.
They were like, I like them. Talking about, we like music.
They were talking about, oh, we heard your voice.
And then the fact that, like, Remick, like, they played music. And, like, how, like, in the Bible, like, bruh.
Yeah. Also, he did that dancing. Like, he did.
Bro, that was funny.
He's honestly such a good actor and singer. He's really talented. Like, really, really talented.
And then Cornbread, bro.
And, bro,
my dude was just trying to use the bathroom.
Cornbread, like, you didn't have to go that deep in the woods to use the bathroom.
Like, why they do Cornbread like that?
And then someone was
just trying to use the bathroom.
He was, like, whispering, like, cornbread. Or something.
He was like, I like my cornbread. Like, why are you doing that? Like, why are you playing him like that?
The second I would have heard it, I would have been running inside.
I would have said, help me! Like, something. I would have, because you're not about to catch me outside. Like, what?
No, so her walking away from the people and she didn't turn back. Girl.
I would have walked with that gun like this.
No,
I would have walked all the way back, like, nah.
These hands ready to eat for everybody. Okay?
Nah, I would have started. So
and I would have, and I started blasting and just.
Cause what? As soon as
and I would have started running, and I would have looked back to make sure he's not running after me or something, bro.
Also, something I heard. I don't know if this is true yet. I need to look it up. But, like, I heard that they already have, like, a contract for, like, multiple movies, like 8 movies, because they're gonna make, like, their own universe almost.
Really?
Which is, like, I can see how they're gonna do that, because at the end, like, when Sammy's all, like, super old, Stack and Mary, because they ran. That's crazy, because I didn't peep. They ran.
I didn't peep that either.
They ran while everybody else died in the sun, and they ran off. So they legit lived.
No, they died
as a
because
couple.
the first guy died.
Stack and Mary lived because when they were fighting, when they were all fighting and everything.
Everybody else, they died because that one guy got, like,
yeah, and then they were in the sun, so it's like he got in the head.
How did they not die then?
Because they were away. They explained it. It was like you have to be, like, I forgot what it says. I think it was like if you're near him or something, it, like, affects you more. They explained it, like, they said something, like, at the end of the movie, and that's why they didn't die. But they ran. So when they ran, and then they weren't in the sun, because the sun really messed them up.
Yeah, the sun
he got hurt, and he changed all of them. So then everybody else was hurting, but then the sun came up, so they all just burned.
Yeah.
But they ran, so they were able to live their life. And they in, like, the 80s, 90s as a couple.
They could have been fine if they just stayed inside the whole day.
That was Grace's fault. That was Grace's child.
Oh, Lord.
She was like, come in, mother. Like, girl, shut up.
Someone said all that talk just to kill one person and burn alive.
Burn. Like, what? Like, girl, you literally just, like, burn.
But at the same time, she hadn't done that. They probably could have gone to her daughter and killed her.
Yeah.
So I kind of see, but also, like, this all could have been avoided if.
And they didn't have no phones. I wish they had phones. I would have been like, child, don't let nobody in that house.
Not for real. Nobody. Not even your daddy.
I don't care. Yeah, don't let your daddy in. Because I'm telling you right now, something is happening. She like, I let him in.
I let him in because he fine.
And you gonna die. No, but somebody said, like, if my boyfriend was on Sinners and somebody went outside and just laid on the ground, I was like, y'all are stupid. Y'all are literally stupid. Anyways, this is pretty much all we got for you guys. And the movie was a really good movie. I feel like it has a lot of messages that people should know and should understand. So I would say, like, if you want to go see the movie, go see the movie. If you don't want to go see the movie, don't go see the movie. You know, pray about it, whatever you got to do, be obedient to whatever that looks like for you, you know what I'm saying? Because there is a couple parts that were interesting or whatever, but
careful.
It's a good movie. It is a really good movie, and whoever made that, you need a
Ryan Coogler.
He need a what's the award?
I think he's also Catholic. He was raised Catholic, I think, or he was Catholic when he was younger.
Well,
so
that explains like some of the stuff,
but yeah,
eight down. He needs an award
for real.
Expeditiously.
I think they could.
Yeah, I mean, actually, even the actors too. Y'all need awards. Eight. But it's a good movie, and you know, I hope you guys enjoyed our review. If you guys like us doing movie reviews, let us know a movie that you want us to review, because we would love to do that.
We'll spend our money to go do that. If
we like talking about things like that. Yes. So let us know, and just drop in the comments what, like, you know, your favorite part of the movie was, if you've seen it, or maybe even like a symbolism or imagery thing that maybe you picked up that we did not pick up. You know, like, let us know in the comments, and we'll respond and, you know, just chat a little bit. But don't forget to like, share, and of course comment, like I just said. And just remember to not only speak on it, but act on it too. We'll see you guys.
Bye.